Video in the dark says pointing at my face again. It's not Hallelujah. I think I posted the one I made last night. I'm not too sure. Oh god. So today I am let's just say you know how that last video I was like I'm gonna stop making my voice. I had to in French because I sit next to the boy that made fun of me on the Chelsea trip. So I just do it out of like complete utter fear. I'm like, please don't make me fun of me again. And there's like a new girl that sits on my table, and you know, I mean, like she only joined this year. So you know, a lot of people don't know about this now because of year 8 and semi-year 7 because like. Yo, I got like hella bored of fucking higher than my voice in year 7, so like sometimes I'd like fucking give up, you know, as you do. So I put pins and needles on the side of my face because I've been leaning on my hand watching TikToks because I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed, I'm embarrassed, I don't just know what around inside my mind. My music teacher wants me to sing to her at lunchtime because I mentioned that I missed the auditions for Friends Got Talent. I don't think I've mentioned that here yet, but yeah, missed the auditions because I suck at life. So yeah, I'm gonna try next year. This is my radiator. My friend sent in a video and I was like, no, because my phone's shit. It sends them things, so yeah. Anyway, I started this video, like, I wanted to say that today because I was making my voice. Like, a lot of people stared at me, and especially in the lunch line, because I was talking to my two friends, and they know, obviously, because they're my friends. Last year, when I stopped making my voice, this one friend, she was like, can that rub off on me? And I was like, no. And she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, I do have a tendency to mimic people's voices accidentally. You know, like if I'm around someone who speaks really, really posh, I'll start doing it myself. Like, or like when someone's like really, really scarce, I'll do it like just absent-minded. No, it's like involuntarily. So when like someone's talking like this, yeah, I'll copy them. And I'm like, stop. And like someone's like with teachers, because I faked in year 7. Like I faked my voice. None of the teachers know about my stutter. So like I feel like if I like when I'm talking to teachers, I have to fake my voice unless it's a supply teacher, because they'll think I'm actually faking this. I don't see what would possess someone to fake this. It's really fucking annoying. I think that this is honestly the worst I've been on one of these videos because it's really cold. Like my radiator isn't on. I'm pretty sure one of my windows is broken because it's letting outdoor coldness in. So it's really cold in my room right now, which makes it a lot worse. I've been cold all day actually. Oh, and first lesson, I was, because two boys made fun of me on the Chester Zoo trip, so in DT I have to fake it because he sits on my table. In French, which was last lesson, I had to fake it again because the other boy was sitting next to me, so I'm like, kind of sucks. And like, I'm guessing they've forgotten about it now because they haven't mentioned it. Surprisingly enough, the girl that bullies me, like she's obviously heard me because in the mornings when I get to school, I'm with my friends in the bit where everyone walks into school, and sometimes while we're waiting for one of our friends and I'm talking to them, she's like near us all by herself waiting for her friends. So clearly she's heard me. She hasn't said anything about it, unless she's a deaf hoe who can't hear anything, which would make more sense. So yeah, and if she has, actually I don't think she has because she would use it against me any chance she got. Like, I'm gonna actually test that out. Like, I'm gonna try and make my friends stay there instead of walk around the school. Oh, and I'll talk a lot more tomorrow. I'm gonna eventually get to a point where I'll start in front of a teacher. I might let them just hear me talking to someone first instead of like just outright talking to them, because I like hardly ever speak to teachers. Like, I have not spoken any words to most of my teachers unless it's answering a register or if they generally pick on me and ask a question. In maths, it's alright because the numbers are usually very short, like 4. I can say numbers like that. Like, don't worry, a bunch of shit just off my bed. Like little numbers like that, it's fine. But like my English teacher asked me a question. She actually hasn't yet, so surprisingly. But if she does, like last year in English, like we do this year as well, but the teacher doesn't like. The teacher's like, who wants to read next, instead of saying you read. So like people put their hands up now, and I never do that. I think she's clocked onto that I don't like reading. I do like reading, I just can't, you know what I mean? But last year, my English teacher would go, you, next, read. And she would say when we could stop, like, we could read either a paragraph or 2 pages. Like, we weren't allowed to read less than paragraph or more than two pages. So, yeah. So she picked me twice, and my friends legit did it as well, because she once just like kind of went, right, you start it off and then just choose someone, and then you choose someone, then you choose someone, that kind of way. And it got to my friends, and they went Angel, and I was like, the girl who sat directly behind me knew, because she was one of the first friends that I told last year, and she just kind of looked at me because I was looking backwards at the girl who said me, and she looked at me and she smirked, and I just looked at her. I was like, no. So, mind you, at the time I was sitting next to my now ex-boyfriend, but he what was my boyfriend at the time. So I was like, and I hadn't even told him, so I was still very much faking my voice, which I just did. I'm still doing it now. Shit. The problem is, it sounds exactly like my voice, but it isn't, you know. So I just started to read it, and I was like, should I fake it or should I not? There was a bit where I did fuck up, but it was on a pretty long word, which is why I fucked up on it, because I was like, I paused and I was like, and the teacher just thought I didn't know how to pronounce it, which I do, but I can't. And she said it for me. I was like, eh. So I kept reading. She was like, and I was like, Miss, can I give it to someone else now? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh. So I chose the friend who like smacked at me, and I was like, ha. But then it was the end of the lesson, so she didn't have to do it. I still actually sit next to that friend now. I was moaning in English today about it's chapter 2 and how there might be a chapter 3. So, yeah, like, they didn't stomp on Pennywise's eggs, therefore, baby Pennywise, you know? I was actually saying that again in front. I've been saying that like all day. I've been saying it for weeks. And my friends are getting really concerned because I made a paper boat first lesson, and the way home I dropped it into was so great. Sorry, I thought someone was going upstairs, but they're not. I dropped it into so great, and I was like, I'd written SS Georgie on it and everything. I'd done a little blob of red pencil on it, and I was like, that's blood. So I threw it into the surgery, and I wonder what happened to it. I smell like chips right now. I didn't have chips in my tea. I just had like 3 pieces of garlic bread that I'd put tomato puree on and cheese and stuff on it, you know. I'm getting more now because like I've been in my bed longer, so it's not as bad, you know. Chips, I'm starving. Like, I don't eat breakfast, but I bought breakfast today, so today doesn't really count. I bought some breakfast in school, but usually I don't eat breakfast. Like the other day, I ate a single grape. Why? Because I forgot to make toast, and then I needed the toilet, and then after going to the toilet, I had to go to school. So, like, I only like a minute in the toilet. I was like, shit, I need to go. So, like, you know. So according to my period up, I get my period very, very soon. But it's after. It's like next week. So, yeah, I've got to look forward to. Hopefully it's late again. Not like late, hopefully it just skips this month again. I mean, it's next week and it ends like about a week before Halloween. So that's good. It's not on Halloween and it's not this weekend. Don't know what I'm going to do this weekend, but you know, might do something. And I've done it again. Baking my wings again. Oh shit, I just clipped my fucking back. A lot of people don't notice that I've got blocked on a word. and they just think I've stopped talking, and they start talking. I'm like, oh. There's a gal on my registry who's friends with my friend. They've been friends since primary school, and to be honest, I became friends with my friend last year, so I get why they don't talk to me as often as they talk to each other, and they sit next to me when I sit by myself, so you know. But I'm legit like not even a meter away from them, so don't see why they don't talk to me. So tomorrow I'm gonna stop taking my fruits in Red Joe. Kind of a bad idea considering in the fact that I have a psychology teacher as a Red Joe teacher, so you know you might think how they can get. Actually saying that, he doesn't really pay attention to any of us, so yeah. Really tired. Alright, so I'm gonna go to. No, I can't bothered. I've got like 3-ish minutes left to record, so I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, because this girl is the type of girl who like thinks having mental issues is a personality trait, and it's really annoying. Like every 2 seconds, yeah, like my anxiety. Oh, I'm so depressed. And then she's like, my family will get me a therapist because apparently I'm fine. And like they tell me my panic attacks are fake. Like, yeah, I get it. Like, I'm not saying they are fake. I know they're real. But like, it's really annoying to hear about them every time I talk to her. So, So, yeah, I'm gonna see what she says about me. Like, I have, like, just, like, I've been talking to my friend, and she's, like, came up to us while I'm talking. Obviously, stuttering my ass off. So, yeah. Anyone that, like, wants to hide their stutter for a short amount of time, if you stutter a lot on S's, lisp the S's. Apparently that works. What I do, like, you know when you do, like, fake accents? Like, a lot of people do fake British accents. Just kind of do that, but tone it down a bit. You know, if you're from Britain, and if you're from around about where I live, just do a Scouse accent, but tone it down a bit. That sometimes works. So, I'm actually gonna go now because I only have like a minute left to record, and the game like having at least a minute left. So, I was like, okay. Bye bye.